You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hi, everybody. I see Leonard's already on. Hi, Leonard. This is going to be a really fun day. Fun fact, when I decided on doing half-price Scout books, it was way before the thing that happened today, which was them announcing that Ranger Stranger has been picked up by Kevin Hart's company and is totally going to be developing that property, which I will talk about that, who I think he might actually play as a part, because I'm sure if Kevin Hart is picking up, has designs to be a character in the thing itself, because otherwise, why would you want to play in that sandbox if you couldn't be, the person that owned the sand? I don't know. So I've got a ton of Scout. I actually have on the other side of this door our warehouse. So if we make it through what I have out here, I'll just go and get short box after short box, because we're a big supporter of Scouts. We've got everything. It even includes our slabs, the metal comic books, the box sets, all those things. Everything's going to be half off. And we'll talk a little bit about each of them because I've read most of it. Chris Rella's in the house. Chris is definitely going to clean up tonight, I am sure. And I see Preston. All right. We're going to take a second to put up our logo, and we'll be right at it. You guys take this time to subscribe, thumbs up, and hearts.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Hi, everybody. It's Miss Jen. You're here on The Experience, and this is going to be What's in the Box, which I literally have probably 40 short boxes, maybe more, of Scout product. If you haven't gotten into Scout for reading or just to grab up great covers or any of those things, I highly recommend them. Their stories are always great. They have a bunch of independent creators that they make their dreams come true by making their cool books. They work with a lot of famous people to develop some of their stuff. I would tell you that there's a ton of their things that have either been announced as being in development or in active development right now. You've seen one of their books that's up here on the thing in the movie theater recently. So it's a great thing to buy, great thing to read. But I'm going to make it all at half price for you guys today, because Lord knows I don't need 40 short boxes of books. You guys should be reading them. So I see Canadians here, and Kenneth's here also, and Make Two, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let's get started. If you see any titles that you want to get after, just let me know, and I'll do those first. And just know I am going to be standing up and going back into the warehouse to exchange short boxes because I have so many. I couldn't fit them in here. I'd trip over everything. I'm going to start, honestly, with this crazy book because Ranger Stranger just got announced today as being picked up by Kevin Hart's company for development. So it's an active development. What I've seen from Scout is that they don't make any announcement, or they're not allowed to make any announcement unless there's something really actually happening. It's not the usual announcement. It's just maybe someday something will happen. So this is actually very special because this is the number one. And it is a Comic Book Shopping Network exclusive. So there's only probably 2 or 3 retailers that have these or have any of these left. I bought most of them because I really believe in this book. By the way, here's the background for Ranger Stranger. It started out as an Instagram, single panel or double panel joke cartoon that they would put out on the regular. So if you go look up Ranger Stranger on Instagram, you can find them and watch their daily or weekly or whatever they publish them. And then they got picked up by Scout, and they made books with them. And now it looks like Kevin Hart wants to do probably a show with them. So if I was going to guess, since Ranger Stranger always looks like Ken, and it would be kind of more fun to have Kevin play the hapless camper that comes along and asks for advice, because the thing about Ranger Stranger is that he always gives you wrong advice. Very bad advice. You will die. Like almost every book, he dies, you die, or whatever, dies often. Yep. So hilarious. All right. So this is the Comic Book Shopping Network Ranger Stranger variant. It is a $15 book, and I can tell you they're already selling online. We've been selling them all day long. You can grab them up for half price, so $7.50. You can get these books, and I will put them in bags and boards for you. Sorry. I've just got them loose because they were just in this box that way. And they're really like buttercream cover. They're so nice. They make really great things. So anyway, he's got bees that he's funneling into this poor person's tent because he's a dork. They're good single. Well, this one they do like 4-page stories in. And of course, always they star this little girl and the beaver. So they're always, it looks like it's set in like the 50s or 60s, right? So there you go. There's Ranger Stranger. I'm going to just go through the ash cans that are on the board. Ooh, this is actually better than that. So this is Rabid World. I actually showed this the other day, but I didn't really get a chance to talk about it very much. This is actually a set of the ash can for Rabid World, the number 1, 2, and 3. This is an awesome series. It actually is like a zombie apocalypse, except for it is people get rabies and get real weird like that. So this one is half price of all the books. So this is normally a $5 book, and these are all $4 books. So really inexpensive. You can get yourself a little run of Rabid World. I've got 2 sets of those, only 2 sets. I know you guys like collecting books to read and not just for collecting. I can't get this to go back in now. Such a dummy. And I know if you guys want to get advice, Chris Rell has great many of these books and series, so he can tell you that they're great. You know what? I'm not going to try. I'm going to leave it be. Okay. I also have this. This is a book that came out recently called Codename Ric Flair, Magic 8 Ball. It actually is Ric Flair as kind of a James Bond type character. This one is actually the number 1s, A, B, and C. So there's A, B, woo, and C. Ooh-cha-cha. And those are half price. You can get the set, and those normally were $5 a piece. So 15 gets you $7.50 for 3 books. You can go get this autograph because Rick's still around. Still has a really great, I see him on Facebook all the time talking. Okay. This is a very, oh, this is New York Comic Con. All right, so this is Count Draco Knucklebuster. So what you need to know about these series is there's like a series of 3 books that they released that are based on these kind of mash-up action figures that you used to be able to get at Comic-Con. This one is, I think the main character, Count Draco Knucklebuster. Or no, it was, he'll be in one of these boxes. This is one of the extra characters, but just think like one of the characters looks like he's a mashup between Darth Vader and Skeletor, you know, that kind of thing. That one is normally a $25 book, so $13.50. Great opportunity also to get New York Comic Con exclusive Ranger Stranger. It looks like he's just being like, look, make friends with bears. That's not a good idea at all. That one is a $20 book for $10 right now. And if you're wondering if they're worth $20, I've been selling today already at $20 because of the announcement. Giving you guys a good opportunity to get in cheap. Oh, this one's beautiful. Okay, so this is Stickney has done this awesome universe called White Ash. It no longer is at Scout. He's self-publishing it again, but this is the actual number 1, I believe, from New York Comic Con. I'll check that, make sure it's the right number. What does it have it on the back? I'm pretty sure it is. starring the main two characters there. One is an elf. The girl is an elf. And this one's really cool because the series is in a little Pittsburgh town, but unknown to everybody else, hiding in plain sight are mythological creatures. Like they have trolls and elves and all those kinds of things. And this girl's dad kind of rules the town with an iron fist. So it's kind of like an unlikely romance. That one, New York Comic Con, is a $20 book for $10. Yep, I'll give you your Range Strangers. Ranger Strangers. And as always, thank you guys for your support. It's been an interesting couple of months. Okay, so that one is 15 down to 750. And this one is 10. Look. I gotcha. All right. And then this one is so pointy, I can't even explain how pointy it is. I would get in so much trouble if I told you how pointy it is. This is Third Wave 99. It is kind of like a good mix-up between, I don't know, like kind of like Point Break. It's about a guy who runs a surf shop and kind of has like this outreach to like kids that might get in trouble if left unchecked. And so he brings them in and teaches them how to surf and gives them a purpose and tries to keep them out of trouble. But also, don't tell anyone, he's a secret agent. So he's been told to lay low. He's supposed to be laying low, but he's not really doing a good job. So this one is the New York Comic Con exclusive of #1. That's a $20 book for $10. Have some other Ranger Strangers here. This was the summer special they just put out last year. This one is, look, he's drinking booze on a boat, and he's got helium in his, and she's got nitrous oxide. That's not going to work. That one is a $6 book you can have for $3. What's on tonight? We're doing half price scout books, even including the stuff that just got announced as being in development with Kevin Hart, which are these. And I only have one of these books. This is Ranger Stranger, the exclusive cover. That's a $10 book for $5. And look, here he is. They're teaching you how to dispose of a body, I suppose. Brandon's going to take the special. And the exclusive cover goes. That's so crazy. I swore I had a bunch of just the regular #1 somewhere, but I must have sold them because I look for them to bring them onto the show. And I don't have. Okay. I only have one of these. This one is a super trippy book. This is the Ash Can for Sam and his talking gun. Exactly what you think it is. That one is a $10 book for $5. Beautiful, beautiful cover. By Ferguson, and Hopkins. This one is Loot. This one is aimed at a little younger crowd, like a YA crowd. That's by Handfilled, and that one is a $5 book for $2.50. I've got enough of those for everybody. Sam goes to Chris. I found something that Chris doesn't already have. It's crazy. Steven's Bach, hello, welcome. We're doing half price scout books, including metal covers, box sets, slabbed books, and things like this, which are just little fun things you can get for inexpensive and read. All right, Brian Silverback, who's an amazing artist. You should follow him online. This is his book, Loggerhead Bloody Bayou. This is the Ash Can. It's actually a tough ash can to find, so it's a $15 ash can for $7.50. And I have one remarked one. So this is on the book, signed and remarked. That one is a $30 book for $15. I actually didn't even notice it was remarked until I pulled them out today. I have one ash can for It Eats What Feeds It. This is actually a Comics Pro variant, which is much harder to get. That one is a $5 book for $2.50. That's a heck of a deal. Yeah, if you're brand new, fill out my form. Even if you don't buy anything today, it's a good idea to fill it out so that I just know how to give you the information for where else I sell, because you can buy from me all week long. This is our first show of the week. We do Thursday. We have a Saturday show. We've got a Tuesday show, and then this show. So you can get all of it together. This one is Children of the Grave, another Comics Pro book. And if you're wondering what Comics Pro is, it's a professional comic book organization that you can only be in if you actually own a comic book store. So this one is the Comics Pro variant of Children of the Grave. That's an $8 book for $4. Round guy, do you want to have the remarked loggerhead or the regular loggerhead? Just let me know if you want to have the remarked, which is it's got the drawing on it, or no. Killcella. This was crazy. This one actually was at just Ashcan forever. I actually wondered if it was ever going to actually release as a book. Finally did. So, and it is exactly what you think. It's a killing spree that happens at Coachella. That one is a $5 book for $2.50. And then here is a book that I don't know if it got lost in the development. They've never actually printed the book, so this is a pretty rare thing. This is also a Comics Pro variant of Devil Row. That's a $15 book for $7.50. It looks really cool. And into the rare stuff, this Attack at Acapulco on the front, it actually says a black demon tale. Do you remember there was a movie out called Black Demon that had a big shark, mega shark, that attacks a bunch of people on an oil platform? It was a great movie. I don't know if you got to go see it, but this one is from their imprint Chispa, which is it kind of like aims itself towards telling more Latin-focused stories. And this one, I believe, is released at New York Comic Con. This one is a $25 book for $13. $12.50, sorry, $12.50. The regular, okay. Loggerhead regular, gotcha. Thank you, round guy, appreciate it. $7.50. Okay. This is a book that I think is out right now, the main series. I haven't got to read this one. I think I did read the first one. I believe that this kid finds an actual bone of a god and it actually gives them powers also. This is an ash can for that book. It's a $5 book for $2.50. And then Captain Suave is an interesting story. It kind of jumps back and forth between reality, I think. He's a homeless guy, but in his kind of fantasy world, he is a superhero named Captain Suave. So there he is right there. And that's the kind of art style that it has in it. It's a lot of fun. That one is a $5 ash can for $2.50. Gods of Brutality. This is kind of like a Thor story where this guy has to prove his worth as a god. And I think he's a god's son, but he also wants to rock. He wants to rock. So this one is the ash can. It is a parental advisory ash can. There's a lot of violence in this. That's a $5 book for $2.50. All right. Every once in a while, they release these VHS cover variants. They don't usually have them as something you can buy. They're usually kind of like randomly inserted into the run. And so this is the one for Steak. Steak is really popular. And this one is a $40 book for just $20. At one point, it was a $100 book, and I marked it down, so much better deal. Get gods off of here and put this down farther. Pull the gods for my friend Chris. Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna do my slabs. Okay. This one is insane. This is Eternus. It is an actual gold label book, 9.8. And this book was co-created by Andy Serkis. And it was signed by him and all the rest of the creators on the book all together. So this is signed by Andrew Levitas, which I guess is the other writer, Andy Serkis, Anastasia Davis, and Don Hanfield. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4 signs. It's a wraparound cover. And as you can imagine, with Andy Serkis on board, this is probably going to be a thing that's going to be developed soon. This one is $500 book, you can imagine, with this signature from Andy on it. And so $250. That's giving it away, and it's a big wraparound cover. The Ric Flair set. Woo! Get sold to Bama. Put that. Okay. And this was an awesome book. All that we ever put out was Long Live Pro Wrestling #0. It's very interesting to me that that's where they went. It's a great book. This is signed on the front. It's the Virgin variant cover. It's a 9.6. I got it straight from them, and that's a $100 book for $50. This one, I am 100% certain they announced for development. This one is called Fish Eye. It is about a grizzled cop who they follow his life as a TV show, but he doesn't know he's on a TV show. He's just living his life. And they decide that his ratings aren't any good anymore, so they're going to kill him off for the ratings. Again, he has no idea what's going on. And this is a really awesome book. That's a 9.8, $40 book for $20. And the only other slab I have is New York Comic Con copy of Wretches #1. It is the 2019 exclusive. This one also is on the list of actually is in development, and this one is a $150 book, so $75. Did you get Loggerhead? You did. You got it. I got it for you. Put those down there. Just get out of the way. Okay. I'm going to show you what's in these boxes. These are the book, The Source. It's a series written by Hanfield. I'm going to try to get this open without losing the box torqued. So this actually comes with a gold key that actually has content you can just plug into your computer. And it has like a foil variant set in here. I think the whole thing is the set. Let's pull it up so I don't have to open it all the way. Yeah. So they're all variant covers of this series, The Source. So a box set is normally a $90 set is just $45. It's really rare books. That's cool because you can set it in your bookcase like that. Okay, these are really special. Unicorn is a great book. It's a kid's book, honestly, but I read it and I loved it. It's about a little girl who there's a horse that she thinks is a little bit different on her. I think it's on her dad's farm. And it ends up being, clearly there's a unicorn here. So this is a metal cover book. They're individually numbered. This one is 15 out of 50. So they only made 50 of these books. They're a $200 book for $100. I've got number 15, number 14, and number 57. I also have metal covers of Eternus. I think they released these at New York Comic Con. I pre-claimed them there. Are these numbered? Yeah, they limited these to only 100 copies. So there's only 100 of these around. They're a $250 book for $125. Woo. Galarian is a book that's tied to the White Ash series. It's actually even more popular than the regular White Ash series. I don't know why. It was just a little offshoot, but it's so good. This is actually the variant cover metal, and they're a $500 book for $250. I have number 98 of 100, 40 of 100, 31 of 100. One of the big announcements that they made last year before last, was about Electric Black being in development. There's no way really to get a full run of Electric Black anymore without paying a ton of money. But this Black Caravan box, which is completely sealed, I can't even show you what's in it, has in it a full run of Electric Black, plus a ton of other stuff. It's a big box. You can actually look online if you want to see what they're supposed to have in them, but it's a $100 box for $50. They're literally getting it for my cost. A great thing to grab up. Has a bunch of good stuff in. All right. And this is a glow-in-the-dark variant of Cherry Blackbird #1. This stuff all glows right here. And it's a $200 book for $100. All right, that's all of my expensive stuff. So you can stop fainting now. We're going to take a quick break and come back, and I'll finish what's on the board, and then I'll start pulling stuff out of the back room.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite news show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds, a promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're blowing through a bunch of books from Scout, so you can get them at a killer price, half price, half price, half price. All right, we're going to go through the rest of these awesomenesses on the sideboard. Then I pulled out 3 more boxes from the back room. Swamp Dogs, House of Crows. This one is the ash can version of Swamp Dogs. It's a really cool book. I wish I needed to go back and read it. But anyway, you can tell it's full of girl glove. And it is a $5 book for $2.50. Remember I talked about Third Wave 99 being a thing that was very pointy. This is the Comics Pro variant, ash can, and that is a $20 book for $10. This is the awesome Totality ash can that was first available at New York Comic Con. By the way, New York Comic Con is next week. You guys going? That one's a $5 book for $2.50. I might have more of these somewhere, but I don't have any of them right now. This one is Shoot Show, we'll call it, by Barnhart. Meet the Magnificent McCoys. This one is an ash can for it. I only have one. That's a $20 book for $10. I think this one just got announced too. Trim Season. Trim Season is ash can. That is a $25 ash can for $12.50. And here's the Unicorn ash can. By the way, Unicorn actual book is completely sold out everywhere. I have a secret stash. So if you guys want to get there, let me know. That is a $20 book for $10. Okay, let's look and see what's in here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is Assassin and Son #1. Exactly what it sounds like, but it is written by Shad Gaspard, which I believe... Didn't he pass away trying to save his son from drowning? Is there a trade of Unicorn? There absolutely is. I can get that for you. And at half price. So if you guys know that something exists for Scout and you just want to call it, you can totally say that. Is that right? Okay, yes. So this is the actual #1. I think they only made it a couple issues in because, you know, he was the writer, so they didn't know what to do next. So it's heartbreaking to read this book when you know what happens in real life. So that is a $4 book for $2. I'm actually going to just put them down in the box and I'll get them mixed up. And let me know if you want to have Unicorn baits and I'll go get that after the show. And then this is the homage cover or the special cover they made in memoriam of that event. Of him dying to save his son. So this one is the #1 variant, a $20 book for $10. I think it might be glow in the dark. Just one of those terrible, terrible things that happen. But what a dad, right? What a dad, indeed. Yes, you're interested. Okay, I'm going to put down Bates. Unicorn trade. Okay, I'll get that for you. You want the variant? Okay. I'm almost out of variants too. We're getting real low. I'm actually surprised I still have them. We must not have the right number online, maybe. Luck. Okay. I have got Atlantis Wasn't Built for Tourists. This is an Eric Palicki book. Yes, he is Adrian Palicki's bro. And he never mentions her, and I don't mention her either because he is talented in his own right. We don't have to talk about his sister ever, even though she was really good at getting killed in John Wick. This is the Comic Book Shopping Network variant. I'll show you the cool variant logo on the back. By the way, that logo was designed by my son. He's very proud of it. This one is just a $15 book for $7.50. Again, everything you see that's a CBSN variant, I don't know if anyone else has them but me. And this is the #1 first print and that's a $14 book for $7. Spooky Town, man. Spooky Town. This one, that one must be a special variant. This one looks like it's just the regular number one. Atlantis wasn't built for tourists. If you just want to read, that's a $4 book for $2. I also have a number 2. You might be able to get, since I have everything in these boxes, it's likely to have runs available. Oh, you want me to grab the Stabity boxes? I can do that next, because I'm sure I do. Here is the Virgin variant. It's real dark, I'm sorry. Virgin variant, and that one's a $15 book for $7.50. Number 3, that one is a $4 book for $2. And number 4, that one is a $4 book for $2. That is the end of what's in that box. I'm gonna go grab the Stabity box real fast, or many Stabity boxes I'm sure we have. Don't usually have very many Stabities because we sold so many of them when they were actually in production. So I apologize if I don't have as much as you'd love. Let's see what is available. Oh, there's no Stabity in this box. I gotta go find the actual Stabity box because this isn't it. Meanwhile, I will show, I've got one copy of Black Friday #1. Imagine a big zombie apocalypse happening in the superstore near you. That one is a $4 book for $2. Let's see if I can find the actual Stabity box. That's wrong. Okay, here we go. Actually, I have 2 boxes of Stabity. Woohoo! Huzzah! Okay, first I'm going to offer this though, because it's in the front of this box and is important. This is Solar Flare #1. This is from the original releases that Hake did. They actually did these books before they actually became Scout. This is the Scout print of it. Really great series. This is the #1 hard to get book, $20 book for $10. And oh, here you go. Here is one copy of the actual #1 of the original series, not Scout. This is their self-published one. It's a $25 book for $12.50. Round guys, let me know which one you were after. Okay, this is part of a side story for Stabity called Stabity Ever After. This one is a variant. I don't know if it's going to tell me what kind of variant. Oh, just regular variant. That one is a $15 book for $7.50. I got you. Got you, brown guy. Congrats. I don't have very many of those. This is an exclusive of #2. It was an exclusive for Brain Trust. And that one is a $16 book for $8. By the way, if there's anyone here that doesn't know what Stabby Bunny is about, it's about a girl who has an ability that she's not fully aware of when we first meet her. She's been orphaned and her whole family kind of wants to have control over her. This is kind of the bad guy. The stuffed bunny that this girl carries around actually can come alive as kind of like a shadow version of itself and kill things. So it's like one of those things that's like Disney cute, but very murdery. So it is a great series. It went 12 issues, 13 issues or something like that, and a couple offshoots. I got you, Brandon. Highly recommended. Ooh, snap. Okay, this one, I have one copy of it. It does have a ding in that top corner. This one is the #1 incentive variant. You can tell because it's white here. The original #1 is red. This one is a $30 book for $15. I have one copy. I have first print #1s. I will give you guys for $5. $5 for first print #1s. #1 first print. Chris, you want the first print for $5? No rail. Okay, this is #2. This is a Liefeld homage variant for Stabity. It says 24, but I'm not going to do $12 on these. I'll just do 10 because I have a few of them and just want you guys to be able to get all the cool ones. It's for 10. Can't remember what number this one is. Sorry, guys. Of course. Okay, so this is Stabity Bunny issue #1. It is the New York Comic-Con exclusive cover. It looks like they're trick-or-treating. And there's Stabity on the front. That one's a $30 book for $15. High gloss. High gloss. Pretty, 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 pretty. I also have the even rarer version. So this version, you had to buy one of every New York Comic-Con exclusive that year to be able to buy this book. So this one is a $30 book for $15. It's just a black and white vegan cover of the other. All right, let me go get the other books. I'm going to leave this here just in case someone calls those, but I've got more from Stabby. So. By the way, if you have time to go bebop over to our eBay store page and find anything else that you want from our listings of anything Scout, let me know and I will pull that for you and give you the half-seas and you guys can enjoy your new books. By the way, if you were local to me, I'm going to be at Bedrock City Comic Con this weekend. I'm going to go load in tomorrow. I've been working on packing everything up today. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be at a show this weekend. I was going to go to New York Comic Con, but I decided it was just financially not a smart idea. So I'm instead going to Exxon campus and selling on campus for the week. And then that next weekend, I will be the NRG for H-Town Comic Con. Okay. This is Stabity Bunny #11. This one is a Watchmen homage variant cover. Might actually be CBSN. No, it's a Space Cadets variant. Oh, even cooler. It's a shared variant that we had. It's a really awesome. That one is a $15 book for $7.50. Okay, and I think that's the end of Stabity, but I did find some steak in case people did not get the steak that they wanted the other day. Here is steak number 1 first print. And that one is a $4 book for $2. You might be able to find the ones that you didn't get to add. I got your fancy cover. Bring it in. Brandon's cleaning up today. Okay. That's number 1s. That is number 1 store variant. That's a $10 book for $5. That is the web store variant number 1. That's a $15 book for $7.50. And the web store variant of number 2, that is a $15 book for $7.50. Gorgeous covers. I believe Steak was about a woman who is a vampire hunter, but it gets complex somehow. I can't remember what the complexity is. You want to remember the storyline? About 12 more minutes. We can get through some more. Super adult romp called Starbeatered. He's crazy boy. Be like sci-fi craziness, like, I don't know, like Wasted Space or a Money Shot, those kinds of. This will be your kind of thing. This is a $5 book for $2.50 for number 1. Number 1 retailer variant. He's flipping all y'all out. This one is a $10 book for $5. Oh, here we go. Here's the, oh, that's right, Jessamy. There you go. There's Steak. I think I was at least close. Thank you so much for pulling it up, JD. That's awesome. This one is Starbeatered Loggerhead. This is a crossover. This one is the Comic Book Shopping Network homage. Looks just like Super Mario, right? That one is a $15 book for $7.50. Am I going to do a show on Saturday? That's a good question. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. No, actually, I should be able to. Show ends at 6 there. I should be able to get food and back and do the show here. Probably. I'll let you guys know if I can't. I want to. It's just how exhausted am I going to be? Here is the regular cover for that crossover, Starbeatered Loggerhead. And that one is a $4 book for $2. This is the WrestleMania variant for that book. And that one is a $10 book for $5. If you're interested in the Swamp Dogs House of Crows, just regular number 1, that's a $4 book for $2. Great read. It's like, I love all of their cover stock. It was always so good. Even in the middle of the pandemic, they somehow got good cover stock. I think this is our variant. Yep, there's the Comic Book Shopping Network variant for Swamp Dogs. That's a $15 book for $7.50. Look at that art. It looks like straight up Impressionism. Okay, we got time. We can do this. Okay, Black Cotton. This is the ash can. It's a universe written by my friend Patrick Foreman, who switches the roles of what would be historically black and white roles. So in this series, there's a famous black family of last name of Cotton, and they're kind of like, I don't know, like Dallas, like the whatever the Ewings were for Dallas. And one of the police officers that's part of the family shoots and kills a white guy, I think guy or girl. And that starts the storyline to be a little, it's like kind of interesting to see it from, if we switched it all up. And that one's a $5 book for $2.50. That's the ash can. By the way, Patrick Foreman also is an award-winning gospel singer. You can find his gospel album on any old streaming source. Black Cotton #1. This is the variant cover, and that one is a $15 book for $7.50. And that one's the web store variant for it. That's a $15 book for $7.50. Also, I have regular Black Cotton #2, $4 book for $2. I think that might be the same one. I also have individual issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that if you're interested in putting together a set. Oh, Black Friday books. So these are cool. I like showing these together because Black Friday, they did a really fun part. So number one variant and the exclusive variant are really the same scene. They just get closer and closer to you. So that one's the $4 version for $2. That one's the $10 version for $5. And then it gets really close and bites your face. That is a $15 book for $7.50. This is the Black Friday #1 exclusive variant. That one is a $15 book for $7.50. This is the one that's the zombie apocalypse. The craziness of Black Friday becomes, instead of being just a idea or whatever, like a stressful thing, it becomes like an actual being, scary beings. All Black Friday. Let's see. Oh, I did this. Get on stabbies. Cool. We got like 5 minutes. Let me go get us another cool pile. Get a assassin bag. Get us one more box. Think we can make one more box this show. Let's see if I can find some unicorn. All right, this is the most fun and the cheapest books you're going to be able to buy all day. Okay. This is a no-word book that they made called Senji and Tembo. It is about an elephant and a mouse. There's the mouse. This one is the exclusive. That one's a $10 book for $5. This book is called Soulstream. We sell a bunch of these in our store because we actually have the trade paperback for it. It's by Seda Wolf. She was 16 when she wrote and drew this book. She's adorable. I've met her many times. That one is the Ash Can, a $5 book for $2.50. You guys can send me direct messages for any just regular graphic novels you want from Scout at half price. I just need to have them to me tonight because I am going to be loading out tomorrow and I won't get a chance to do it. This is regular Soulstream #1. That is a $2 book for $1. That is the cover price on these books. They made them so that they were inexpensive. On purpose. Okay. Hey, cool gamer. This one is the randomly inserted Soulstream VHS cover. That one is a $10 book for $5. This is the retailer exclusive of #1. It's a $10 book for $5. One of my favorite books. I really thought this should have won an award. This is called Space Cadet. This is the VHS variant. That is a $10 book for $5. But if you want to get just the regular #1 Space Cadet, which is all this art is gorgeous. This one is by Jonathan Hedrick. They are a $4 book for $2. It says there's a child with a big dreams going to the moon someday. One magical night, the youngster wakes up on the lunar surface. A friendly astronaut gives a tour of Earth's solitary satellite and teaches the importance of working hard to achieve your dreams. It's a very inspiring book. If you have kids in your life that want to be an astronaut or interested in space, you should get them that book. Stanley the Snowman is an adorable book from Austin Janowski. This one is... So Janowski is also an actor. This one is the variant, a very homage variant. That one's a $10 book for $5. All right, everybody, I've run out of time. Stick around because Beardies is going to be on. They're going to be talking about the Transformers book that came out this week and John Hickman's The Gods books. And then you've got Mog and Mel. They've got like some unreasonable amount of people, some crazy fun amount, like 8 people, 6 people. We're going to be doing live art and talking to you and then selling it to you. So that'll be awesome. Thank you guys so much. Again, just send me messages if there's something that you want and I will get it to you. Thank you so much, JD, for putting up with my chaos tonight. I'll see you guys next time.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.